everybody, what's up? I want to talk about the voids we face after our adult sons and daughters decide to part ways, whether they get married or go to school or they estrange. There's, if you're like me, I loved my children. It brought me joy to do for them. I poured myself into them. It was part of my identity. It's who I was. I was a mom. And so when they decided to cut ties, I think the biggest struggle I had, outside of not hearing mom anymore, is where do will my love flow? Where do I put all of this? What you give to your children, all the energy and time and space and love and thoughts. Who am I going to give this to? It's there's kind of a roadblock. What do I do with it all? And so I thought to myself, excuse me, I thought, I got some plants and I had a whole ton of plants at home and it was wonderful. I had a very green space. And then I met my husband 5 years ago and he had two dogs. And so I was adopted into their family. And I thought, well, I want a pet of my own. So I thought back on my childhood, and I remembered I had a parakeet as a little girl, and it was my best friend. And I kind of at home was more of a homebody. I'd prefer to sit in front of the TV and eat and read and do poetry and all that. So, anyways, when I got my parakeet, I thought, gosh, I have a best friend, and it was wonderful. And then he passed, and then so on and so forth. But so I thought about it, and I said to my husband, well, I'm a big girl, so I could use a big bird. And if you saw my video from earlier, Charlie flew and sat on my head. You'll have to watch it. But anyways, I thought I did some studying, and I thought I don't want to get a macaw, but I thought a good sized bird. So I went with a green cheek conure. I have now, after a number of years, I have 5 green cheek conures. I have I have a number of birds, but anyways, green cheeks, and then I have Patagonia and a Nandi and a ringneck. So I have a bunch of birds, and each one of my birds I know by name, I know by heart, personality wise, phenomenal. They're loving, they're kind, they're sassy, and I pour myself into them. I It gave me another purpose in life, and they love me. Oh my goodness, they are just love bugs, majority of them. Once in a while they're sassy, but that's okay. But having that little bird sit on your knee or your finger and look at you with those eyes, there's nothing like it. They're always excited to see me. The dogs are as well. Everybody wags or shakes their tail when I come around. You have to care for them. You have to feed them, water them, clean them, wipe up after them. Um, it's just really amazing, the interaction. These little beings are so little, and they just snuggle up to you. They love you beyond belief. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to give people ideas as to what to do. We also have snakes and other reptiles, so we won't talk about that. But anyways, if you want to consider and you're older, you can keep a lookout on your local Facebook page, because if you want to adopt a dog, you could think about other people who post and say that their mom or dad passed away and they need to rehome their family pet. You could be the next person that dog has a soft landing with. Cats, they always do their own thing. I'm not a cat person, so be it. I mean, I love all animals, but I have birds, so it's not cohesive. Other people have, I know people that have had rats, that ferrets, sugar gliders, hedgehogs, etc. The lizards, bearded dragons. You can get a variety of things, but I think it's important once you've had children and you're looking to pour your love into something else or someone else, adopt a pet. Dogs only last so many years, cats, etc. Birds last forever. Just kidding. But anyways, think about that. One of my very good friends doesn't have pets of her own, but she's good friends with her other neighbor, And she walks her neighbor's dog, so she gets to spend time with that puppy. So you don't necessarily have to get a dog, but if you can offer to walk another person's dog in the neighborhood, that's a good way to pour your love into something as well. So, anyways, I hope this helps, and I hope you all have a great night. See you later.